Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Bikinis After Babies. I'm so excited to have you here today, and I have a very special guest. Today, we are joined by brand new IFBB Bikini Pro, Julie Deluca. Julie is a boutique owner and a mother of four from Naples, Florida, and she competed in her first competition in 2023 and fell in love with the sport. Julie came close to earning her pro card at three national show attempts in 2024, and after an improvement season, she came back this year with determination, winning her class and IFBB Bikini Pro card just a few days ago, actually, at NPC Universe. I have been following her journey for a while, and I am so excited to introduce you to this incredible athlete and mom today. Welcome to Bikinis After Babies, Julie DeLuca. How are
Ah,
you?
good. I think I'm still in shock. I feel like this isn't real.
Yeah.
I'm like I listen to your podcast in the mornings, when I'm getting ready, when I do cardio, and here I am on it. It's just
Yeah.
surreal.
I know, and I'm so excited that we were able to do this like so fresh off of you winning because I really just wanted to like capture like so much of that like newness of everything because it is so exciting. And of course, we met last year at Universe, and here we
Yes.
are a year later, and now we're both pros, which is crazy. We were both amateurs, and it's just so
Crazy.
exciting to have followed your journey, and then here you are. So yeah, tell me what it's like to now be an IFBB pro.
I I don't know. I don't know if it's sunk in yet, but it feels right. I feel like I was really ready.
Yeah.
So, um I don't know, like walking in the gym yesterday, I don't know, it does feel different. I don't know how to describe
Mhm.
it, but it's like, okay, all this hard work, I finally did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how it was for me too. Like I always like would say I was like a bodybuilder and I did competitions and I never really worried about what other people thought, but for some reason like once I like achieved that pro status, I was like this just like validates like all the hard work and just
Mhm.
takes it to another level, which it still feels cool like to think
Yeah.
that, or to even consider myself as a mother, of five and a professional athlete. Like that's, it's so cool. And you have a big family as well. But before we kind of go
Yes.
into how it is you manage everything and tick all the boxes and do everything that you do in a day, I'd like to kind of start with how you got started on your fitness journey.
Okay. I really didn't start, this is going to be funny to a lot of people, like working out until I would say I was 40. So I'm 46 now. And it was after my fourth child. I would run, and actually before this, I was a professional cheerleader. So I cheered for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was a great experience. And I did dance in college, but like working out, like I had never been in an actual gym or like lifted a weight. So I started after kind of my kids got through like the baby phase. I started going to CrossFit. And then I started to notice my like muscles, and I was like, I loved it. I loved lifting heavy. But then I started to not like my physique, how big I was. I'm a little over 5'10", so um, I wanted to change. I started to get injured, and I was approached in a grocery store randomly. Someone asked me if I was a bodybuilder, and I was like, no, I do CrossFit. And they were like, you have a great physique. You should try bodybuilding. Went home, started researching it, and I think I signed up like the next day with a
Yeah.
coach. I reached out to like one girl who I knew was a bodybuilder, and she recommended somebody in Florida, and that was it.
Wow, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
how far, like how long was it before you got on stage for the first time?
So I think I started in November and I got on stage in March for the Clash.
Okay.
Huge show in Orlando. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what I was doing. I think I had two posing classes. I thought it was great. Looking back, I'm like, oh my gosh. And I was like, I looked good. Like I was really lean. My coach was great, but like I hadn't built the bikini physique yet.
Right.
So I remember my feedback, Sandy said, everything's great. You have the structure, but you're way too lean, and you need to grow. And I remember being like, oh my gosh. And you need glutes. And I remember seeing girls backstage like, and I was like, oh, okay. They all have like these big glutes.
Yeah.
So after that, I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah. That's awesome. I mean, you threw yourself into like a very big show at first. And I always think like it's such a great thing to not kind of know and just kind of, oh, let's see what
Yeah.
happens, you know?
I
And
didn't
then
even
as you
get
get,
glazed. Like I just like I got
yeah,
backstage and they were like, "Are you bikini? You're on stage." I was like, "Oh," and just got up there.
here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
It's like now, as much as we know and all the details, and then we like overthink and analyze like the tiniest little things. I wish I could
Yes.
go back to like my first show where I was just so unaware, and I was like, I don't even know if I practiced posing for my first show. I can't even remember. Like,
Right?
I don't
I didn't
know
know how
what
to,
I
I
did.
definitely didn't know how to do like transitioning. Like when they were like turn around, I was like, "Oh, I think I just literally turned around."
Yeah, I know.
Stood there.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
It was.
So when did you decide, okay, I want to go for a pro card? Like, I'm going to take this to the next level.
I think after that show, I got back on stage in November after building, I think it was like 7 or 8 months. And I was like, I'm gonna get glutes. I'm gonna do this. And the transformation from March to November is crazy. It's on my Instagram. But at that show, I ended up winning. Like I think the open class and masters, and kind of saw like I could probably do this.
Yeah.
So I became nationally qualified for the next year.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then
And at
that
that, I think I
was,
had put on 6 pounds, 5 pounds difference, like in weight at that time.
yeah.
So
Okay.
that
Awesome.
was, yeah, that was 2024. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I met you at Universe in
I think
20,
did we meet at Universe or Masters Nationals when
well,
you turned pro?
I think I had already met you because I remember, and I told my husband this, he was with me. We were taking pictures by that big,
Oh, and I
like,
walked up to you.
yeah, yeah. And you were so like just chill and just like, I listened to your podcast. And the podcast was like kind of new at the time. And I was like, oh my God. Like I was so excited that somebody like listened to the podcast.
Yeah,
And then I
because it's
think,
like a mom. Like when I saw the
yeah,
podcast, I was like, oh my gosh, there's other people like me that aren't 20 years old and are doing, the mom thing and also going to like a higher level. And
yeah.
it was, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think we saw each other again backstage at Masters Nationals and you had come close like both times. And then
Ugh.
I think did you push on and do North Americans too and then came close as
Yeah.
well?
And so Universe, I got third, which I still kind of felt like I didn't really know. I didn't even realize like what a big deal that was, like to be
Yeah.
first call out and then to be third. So then I was like, okay, I'll go to Masters Nationals, and I got second there.
Yeah.
Um, and I was still just like so excited, and I pushed on to North Americans, and looking back now, I don't think I should have because it was 8 more weeks, I think.
It is far. Yeah, it's like a long ways away in between Masters Nationals and North
And
Americans.
I think it was more mentally,
Hmm.
I was done, and I shouldn't have kept going. And then I went into that show with too many expectations on myself. Didn't enjoy, the whole process. And I
Yeah.
ended up getting ninth there.
Yeah.
So it was like crushing. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. Because you come so close.
Hmm.
And then, but when I look back and I look at how I looked and everything, like that's what I deserved at that show.
By the same token, though, like I think we can all say that like you can show up your best and get ninth. Like it's the name
Yeah.
of the game, which I think can be hard if you're really pursuing that goal and then you came so close and sometimes that like second, third place, like, and I've been in that spot so many times, just like it's more pressure because you can either like
Yeah.
you move up or you could move way down and still bring your best. So that's what makes this sport like so hard. I love that about it too, but it is
Yeah.
just like any given Saturday. It's like what I really say to everybody,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah. I've been that. So this year, like, I don't know if you want to jump into all this now.
Yeah,
After that,
sure.
I processed that. It took a while. Like, I was pretty down. Like, I was like, am I gonna keep going? Am
Yeah.
I really gonna, it'll be a whole nother year for masters. You don't really have another chance till universe again to
Yeah.
try for your pro card. So I thought like long and hard, and around December, I made the decision I was gonna switch coaches. So I think I reached out to you, a couple people. I interviewed a couple coaches, and my new coach, James from Atlas, we clicked, and his, it was almost like his reaction, like it felt like he really believed in me.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt really confident hiring
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
It was like, when something just feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Our personalities matched, and he was like, "We can do this. You're gonna have to trust me, and you're gonna have to grow, but you're there." But and I was just like, "Yeah, okay." Like he says, I'm gonna have to grow, but I wasn't really like, I was like, "Yeah, okay."
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that was like, it was hard. It's hard to switch coaches.
Yeah.
My first coach obviously did a very good job.
Yeah.
But when you get up to that level, I needed like the fine tuning details, someone that was new bikini. Um,
Yeah.
and James really concentrates on bikini and the posing and all the little details that,
Yeah.
can make or break, it on show day. So,
Yeah, 100%. Like that attention to detail, I think it just takes like a special eye and there's lots of coaches that do it, but I think a lot of
yes,
girls kind of struggle with that of like, okay, can my like coach take me to that level? And it's hard like to make a coaching switch, especially if you really like the person and you've like they've brought you as far, and you'd love to be like get the pro card for them, but I
I
still think like
know.
anybody that's been involved in my journey played a part in me turning pro, and I
Exactly.
I owe
Hmm.
it to them as well. It's not like just, oh, it's just this one person, but I think that some people don't really talk about, and it's hard. And people are always looking for like the tea, like why did you break up with your
Yeah,
coach
like,
and da
ooh,
da da
oh
da.
my gosh, show me everyone. Like,
Yeah,
what happened? What happened? And it's like, it's bigger
yeah,
than that. It's just,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, the whole
exactly.
thing's a journey. So,
Yeah, definitely. So you mentioned that you had to grow, and
yes.
getting sort of out of your comfort zone. So what was that process like? How did you sort of manage? Like, did you struggle with any body dysmorphia or like any of the pieces that kind of go along with the growth phase?
Yeah, so this is I had a very different prep, very different than other girls. So, um, let's see, my leanest, my first show, I'll even put numbers out there. So I'm 5'10" and a quarter. And my first show I was up there at like 139. Um, and this year I stepped on stage the morning of 150 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I mean, your pictures are insane. Like, you
Thank
have
you.
like the most beautiful glutes, the tiniest waist, beautiful legs. That's great. I have to look at your first photos because I think I did skim through
Yeah.
like all of your competition photos, but that's just even just like I think when we get numbers in our heads of like,
Yeah,
show
and James
day.
kept saying you've got to. So I started my prep at 153, okay?
Hmm.
And I was thinking, like normal preps, as you're going down, the scale's dropping, you're dropping food. Well, it was really weird. Like I just kept, I think I stayed that weight, maybe a couple pounds up the whole time. It was like recomping
Hmm.
and growing, and just, it was like I just kept growing and growing and pushing the weights. I mean,
Yeah.
heavy, 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 but I had to get out of my mind that I was small enough. I mean, there
Yeah.
was one check-in where I went outside, James would go outside, And he wrote back and he's like, "You're too lean for bikini." And I'm thinking, what does he mean? Like you're supposed to be lean. I'm in prep. And he was like, "This isn't it. Like we have to feed you more and give you more fats." And I think there was a
Mhm.
point I was over 100 grams of fat. When
Wow.
I calculated it, I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah.
And then, then finally, I think it was like a couple weeks of that. And he was like, "This is it. This is
Yeah.
the look." And I was like, "Okay." And I was crying like I was when I was eating the food because you're thinking like, am I gonna erase all the hard work and the
Yeah.
lines? And he FaceTime called, like I saw the phone ringing and it was him FaceTiming me and I was like, "Oh gosh, what did I do?"
I'm in trouble.
What did I do wrong? Hello? Hello? And he was just like, "You have major body dysmorphia right now." I was like, "I do? What do you mean?" And he's like, "You are over 5'10". This is the size you need to be to compete as a pro. You have put on this muscle." He's like, "This is it. This is what you need to be at your height." And he's like, "You'll see. You'll see." And when I got up on that stage, like I was like, "Oh my gosh." When I saw those pictures after prejudging, I was like, "Oh, I can't believe that's me."
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
so awesome. I think that's such an important, like, thing to speak about though, because, a lot of people don't really understand that that's difficult. Like to think
Yeah.
about having to like expand what that number looks like. And then,
Hmm.
you can really like the scale is one thing and the mirror plays tricks on you. And then you're by yourself, you're not on stage, so you don't know
You
what
don't
you're
like
gonna look
see,
like.
you don't see it. Like I still
Yeah.
didn't know that I looked like, not to sound like full of it, I didn't know I looked that good
Yeah.
until like I think backstage, like, James took a picture and he's like, "You look insane, Julie," and he showed me the picture and I was like, "Oh my gosh." And for him to give a compliment,
Yeah.
it's like, it's a big
Okay.
deal.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe
So,
you.
did you at that point like start to feel more like confident? Because, stage presentation is such a huge piece of this puzzle. And I think
It
that
is.
sometimes it can, like, if you are not feeling confident and comfortable going out on that stage, it's hard to fake it. So, did it click right before you went out there and you're like, I look
Yeah,
awesome, I
because I
feel
did
good?
a I did a warm-up show in Miami and
Right.
I won, but I will say I wasn't confident with my look. And I was a little we still weren't at my like tightest. We brought me
Mhm.
down a couple pounds from that show.
Yeah.
But I definitely I didn't feel it. I didn't have fun. I didn't enjoy I was so nervous about this look, this
Yeah.
bigger, full, um, this, I don't know. I just wasn't. And when you're at a regional show too, like I wasn't next to people my height. I wasn't next to people that were like really nationally, like ready for nationals. And
Yeah.
so it still didn't really, I didn't see it.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was finally, I think it was like backstage, before I went out for prejudging.
Yeah.
I was feeling really confident.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes, it was
Does
it was
your like
cool.
dance background and cheer, like, does that help you with your stage presentation? Like, would you say that's a benefit?
I would say, but I would say, like, this is the first show that I wasn't nervous. Like, I didn't have that. I was excited, and I didn't shake at all on stage. It was just like very smooth and felt like it felt perfect.
Yeah,
It,
that's
it's
awesome.
like it's something when people say like everything felt right. The whole weekend, everything felt right. Even my number, like my lucky numbers are 3 and 7, and I got 337 is my number. And
Yeah.
like it was weird, and it was very calming.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I went all by myself. Was in the room all day, like watching Netflix, relaxing. It was just like
Yeah,
perfect.
it was your time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what was it like when they called your name and said a new IFBB Pro? Because that is the cool. Like, I can never get that out of my head. It's the
I will
best.
never get it out of my head.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the
still
coolest.
before finals, you don't know. when you're splitting center.
Hmm.
And we've seen, I mean, you've seen all the
Oh
scenarios
yeah.
in the book,
Hmm.
and it still wasn't, James still said he's like, I think you got second. So I was like, really? He's like, yeah, it's like a 60-40. And I'm like, in my favor? And he's like, no. He's like, really? I was like, you still. And he's like, but I hope you win. He's like, I'm gonna go out and watch now. You know, he's sitting in the front row. And so when it got up to the two of us, her number was 338 and I was 337. So I was
Oh
just
my
waiting and
God.
waiting. Oh, it was so I just, when I heard the eight, I just like gasped and I heard James yell.
Oh
He
my
stood
gosh.
up and I was like, ah, you know. So it was,
Yeah.
and then
It's such,
all these thoughts go through your head like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
yeah. And then
It
you
had
have to go in an
happened.
overall after that.
Okay, and so I didn't know this. Me still, Miss laid back, you know. So then they're like, so I was the last height class. So right away they like grabbed the pro card from me, and I was like, oh, don't take that, you know.
Give it
No, you have
back.
to go, give that back. No, they were like, you have to go back up, and I'm like, stand right there. I was like, wait there, you know. And then I'm in line again. I'm like, oh, we're doing that thing where we walk now.
Yeah.
I was then I was shaking because I was still excited and like
Hmm.
emotional. Yeah, I don't even know what I looked like at that part.
Yeah, that was how it was for me too. Like I was like, I can't leave. I have to do this, really? Like
Yeah.
I was just like still in shock and I was it was not my best walking or anything just because I was still like on cloud nine and you know,
Yeah.
I don't even know how it panned out, but but I that is one thing I wish I could do over and like compete a bit more because I was kind of
Yeah.
just like, oh, I've already got my pro card, like the competition's done,
Yeah.
but then you go back out there and oh, I'm still competing, you know? So,
Yeah. And then I had to go back up for 35.
oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
got fifth in that, which I think in that height class, the tallest, there was 24
Wow.
women. It was, when I tell you, like, it was the most competitive national show that I've seen. It was,
Yeah.
these girls were amazing and everyone was beautiful. And like, it was, I really enjoyed like the whole, everything backstage was fun. And because we all have sort of gotten to know each other over the year, over social media.
Hmm.
Um, and like, I will say my last two national shows, like, I didn't really like enjoy myself. I was like, I'm competitive. I'm here to compete. They're not my friends. You know, I didn't talk to many people. I wasn't on a
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
And I took a different approach at
Yeah.
this show. Like everyone, we're competing against ourselves, you know? Yes, are we going against them? But I didn't want to think about it that way.
Hmm.
And I had made so many good friends just over the internet. So we had fun. Like we had a good time back there. So it was hard to see your friends not get it and
Yeah.
like other people really upset because
Yeah.
we all have the same dream. So
Yeah, that's true. That was definitely the case for me last year. I think 2 years prior, I had like been the same way. I was like laser focused and I just had a miserable time. Like I kept to
yeah, it's
myself and I was,
miserable. Yeah.
yeah. And I just, I think last year I was like, and I don't know that I was like really like, oh, these people are my competition or whatever. I think I was just like, I didn't want any distractions. But I think
Hmm.
that having fun backstage and just like connecting with people really helps lighten the mood. And then I felt like, I was more relaxed because you're backstage for hours and you think about everything.
Hours.
You want to pump up when you shouldn't, and then you're like, I have to go to the bathroom, but I don't know if I do, and am I full enough? And like you're just going through so much. So if you can just have like some like loose chit chat with people, like it just helps to just calm the mood so much. So I think last
Yeah.
season it was the same for me, and I felt that way too. I would see girls like come so close and they're short of their goal, and I was like, oh, like I'm bummed for them because I want everybody to experience that and experience the win, but I think it does. It makes the
Yeah, like
experience better.
I'm excited to follow all their journeys. Like, because a lot of them are going to go to Masters Nationals.
Yeah.
The girl that got second to me, like you learn about everybody's journey backstage, like more about them and what everyone's been through. So,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It is just so
and
inspiring, all the different people that you meet.
yeah, and they're all, most women that if in their 40s are moms, and we have kids, and just learning about everybody.
Yeah,
It's all different areas, and everyone's like,
yeah.
where's Naples? Where's Naples, Florida? And I'm just like more Lauderdale, Miami.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of a perfect
Yes.
segue because I was even surprised to learn that you have four children, including a set of twins, and
Yes.
you're a boutique owner, and now you're a professional athlete. So, how on earth do you get everything done in a day that you need to do and tick all the boxes and get everybody where they need to be and all that stuff?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think owning your own business does make it a little more flexible. Um, and now the twins are in high school and they're boys. And then my daughter is 13. And then my little guy, I say little, but he's 10. So he's really the only one that needs still like, picking up or, driving places. The other ones, like even the high school, they have buses home from their practices now. And then my daughter's got the greatest group of friends. So it's kind of like it's gotten easier as they've gotten older, but as you know, there are bigger problems now.
Yeah. Yep.
And what's been wild is with the boys because of social media and like all the kids, like they know who their mom is. And
Yeah.
it's been like a little touchy, but I think they think it's cool. But like
Yeah.
juggling it all, I just think being really organized, very type A. And I think most people in bodybuilding, you find that everyone is kind of like that. So, everything's planned on Sundays, like meals for the week. And I am a single mom also. So like their dad will help certain nights for dinner, and then every other weekend, they'll go with them. But yeah, I think just organization
Yeah.
is the big thing.
Yeah, because it's a lot. Like teenagers, they have, like you said, just a whole different, you know, gaggle of stuff that you're kind of dealing with. And well, for us with
Yeah.
summer break too, like it's a totally weird schedule, like around
Oh,
here.
so weird.
And it's hard to have a schedule when there is no schedule or things like change. And some kids still have practices, and I have one that drives, and then, it's just chaos all the time. I actually prefer like the school year, which is like
Full year. I
kind of
know.
when I prep, and then, well, just because most of the national shows had always kind of been, for me at least, in the summer, like all the master shows. So it like
Yeah.
really served its purpose to be in prep like during the school year when we had like a routine and then,
The routine. Yeah, the
yeah,
only thing I found a little difficult this year was like if there was late night like games.
yeah,
I mean, I am done by 8:30 at night. By the time
yeah,
I've been up, prepared all my food, packed all my stuff, gone to the store, and we have like where I live, we have seasons. So season here is really like when everyone visits this town. It's like a resort community. So like November through April is like that's like when I am busy,
yeah,
make my money. But then I also have employees that work for me then. So I can kind of juggle it.
yeah,
But it's a lot. Like I barely remember those months because I'm
y-
just going, making my food. I mean, the amount of bags, coolers and bags I bring to work, it's like
yeah,
change the gym clothes, change back into your clothes. Like, yeah.
yeah. Well, when you have a dream and you want it bad enough, I think you just make it happen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, you did bring up the topic of social media, and that's something that a lot of our listeners ask about, and just kind of navigating that because, we know we're in the sport, like we're in bikinis, but it's very much an athletic endeavor. Like you're not posing on that stage like, provocatively or whatnot. But I think that sometimes it can be misunderstood, sometimes it can be misinterpreted. So have you
Yes.
dealt with any of that with either like the kids or like their friends, families, or people in the community at all?
You know what the weirdest? It was like I remember people from like my high school. Like I got some nasty messages. Like, some guys, oh, you were always so beautiful. Why would you want to look like that? And I'm thinking, like, look like what? Like, um, because like you kind of forget, like, this isn't what people look like when you're
Yeah.
walking around. Like sometimes, and then girls wrote messages, why would you want that much muscle? And I'm thinking, well, you don't want to, in your head, you're thinking, well, why would you not want to be in shape?
Yeah.
I don't know. So it's, I mean, I've always, I don't know. I think I'm pretty good at blocking out, but those negative comments stick in your head, right?
Yeah.
Like the couple people that are like, oh, you looked prettier before. I think they think you're doing it for that. Like I wasn't doing it to look prettier.
Yeah.
So it's hard, and then you feel like you have to explain yourself, but you don't. It's like, and then with the kids, I did talk to them about it, and there was a couple, I stopped posting like a lot of like the glute shots, even though like we get so proud of that
I
because
know.
when those tie-ins come in and you see that, like you want to post it and you want to show it, but
Yeah.
more. So I started to become a little more aware
Yeah.
of it. But like then I think my daughter came home one day and she's like, my one friend, she said that you're her idol. And I was
Oh,
like, and like I think kids now are really more into fitness and
mm-hmm.
bodybuilding. A lot
Yeah.
of like, Sam Solik and Chris Bunstead, I think they brought a lot of like awareness for like the young boys, and I don't know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. Like my daughter and her friends, like they all want to work out and they like love like Gymshark and like workout clothes and
Yeah,
stuff. And I'm like, yes, like I want them
yeah,
to, see that this is, it's a positive thing. It's something you can do when sports ends. Like, for me, when cheer ended, that was what happened. I ended up pursuing bodybuilding and it's kept me an athlete like through my whole life, like through kids and everything. So I think it's positive, but it is sometimes tough. Like I've been in the same spot where I'm like, should I post my butt? But I think
you're like,
now, like,
yeah,
I think you do it long enough. And then also, I do think like attaching pro to it made it easier to post those things because now it's like, well, she's a professional. Like, she does this, but I feel like that's
yes,
kind of unfair because I was working just as hard as an amateur for so long, and
yeah,
but I think you've done a really good job of just sort of saying, oh, like I'm not going to worry about the negative comments because those people are
yeah,
not the judges, right? Like we know that, like okay, I get it. Like this is
yeah,
pushing past like my dream body or like the level of conditioning that I want for like the beach or whatever. But like, I'm also, this is
correct.
a different,
And like
I'm
we
doing something
don't,
different.
what people don't get it is like as bodybuilders, we don't see it like that. Like I'm not
Yeah.
sitting there, I don't know. I don't look at it like when I'm on the beach, like thinking like, oh, that person doesn't look good or this person doesn't look good. Like this is a sport to us. Like this is it's like an art.
Yeah.
It's like creating this. I still look and I'm like, I can't believe I did that. Like
Yeah.
from CrossFit, I had a wide waist. Well, I'll finish the kid thing really. One more thing about that before I go into the other thing. But I remember one mom reaching out to me, one of my daughter's friend's moms, saying, "Aren't you concerned about what this is teaching your daughter?" And I was like, "Ooh, I did reply to that one because I was like, you know what my daughter is seeing? Like, she sees how much food I eat. I'm pretty blessed to have a fast metabolism and how healthy I eat, how often I eat, and that being skinny and looking like this comes from food and the
Hmm.
correct food. And um, I don't complain, or I'm not walking around saying, "Oh my God, I'm starving. I can't eat that." I'm like, "Oh, look at what I get to eat." And I explain to them the different foods, and my kids eat all the same things that I do. So
Hmm.
it's that it's like I think I've been a great role model.
Yeah.
I mean, just my opinion, but other
And you have
but people
confidence
might
and
look at
you're
it
achieving
different.
goals, like you're showing your kids, like if you work really hard for something, you can achieve it and you put in this work, like this is the payoff. Like, I think that is just like a misconception of sort of like that, we're affecting body image. But by the same token, I'm like, my kids see me, that I'm strong, I have energy, I pop up off the couch and run up the stairs. Like I'm not like, oh my goodness,
Mhm.
like I'm an athlete and drink tons of water, eat lots of protein, all those things, right? But
Yeah.
I think it can be misunderstood, and that hurts me. I think because I'm like, wow, that's like almost like implying I'm like a bad mother because I'm a competitive
Yeah, like
bodybuilder. But
you have that, you already have that like momish, not momish guilt, but I think a lot of people think like, oh, she's, more worried about working out than taking care of her kids. And it's like, you can do both.
Mhm.
I'm just fitting it in to my schedule.
Yeah.
I don't do, not to say I don't do much else, but like I don't have a big social life. I don't have a husband, don't have a boyfriend. That's hard. But so this is what I do in my extra
Mhm.
time right now. Uh,
Right. And
so
any
yeah.
extra time you have as kids, like that's what people don't really see if they really saw
Yeah.
our schedules. Like I'm getting my training in that doesn't affect like family time. Like, and I'm always on the court. I never miss a practice. I never miss a game, like we fit it in,
Yep.
and that probably seems hard and it probably stresses people out to think about doing that. Maybe that's where their like negativity comes from, but hopefully they
Yeah.
find inspiration and encouragement. It's not going to stop us because we're just going to keep doing it, right? So,
Yeah. So you can say what you want. Yeah. And now
yeah.
everybody thinks like, oh my gosh, so now you're done, right? So like everyone's texting me, you want to go out to dinner, you want to get drinks, and that's another thing my kids have seen. I used to drink wine every night, okay? Like rain or shine, I think it just became a habit, especially when you're raising kids and you're young and they're young and crazy, and it was a good way for me to calm down when I came home and
Yeah.
was making dinner and doing all the homework and just always drinking the wine. And I feel like that's one thing that, I mean, not saying I was like an alcoholic but like I definitely drank too much, like looking
Yeah.
back. So I'm like, it's amazing how good you feel
Yeah.
when you're not.
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
so
I,
it's almost
I was
like
the same way. Like I did the same thing. It
and
was
I
just,
still love wine, don't get
oh,
me
I did
wrong.
too.
Like
Yeah.
I'll still have drinks, but yeah, it wasn't healthy.
No, it's just like what we kind of do to cope. And I think our
Yeah.
age too, like we're very close in age. And I think it was just kind of
Mhm.
like, I don't know, like I was going through a divorce and, just that was how I sort of unwind every day. But it what like every night, but I would still go to the gym every day, but I was also drinking wine every night. And, and I know it was affecting my sleep. And, so now, yeah, my kids are not
Yeah, the
seeing like
sleep, right?
crack open
Yeah.
a bottle of wine every night because I'm stressed out. They're not seeing that. So I think that's another positive. But I think that like mommy wine culture, like it definitely got me. And
Yeah.
I'm like watching TV all the time and everyone's drinking wine and I miss it, but then I'm also like, it doesn't appeal to me as much anymore because I know that I feel better and I sleep better
Yeah.
and
And I remember I always was always complaining, like, I feel bloated. I feel bloated. It was like one of
yeah,
those terms. And I'm like, I bet it was alcohol.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that feeling. I don't know.
Yeah, and I probably knew it at the time, but I just didn't want to quit. It's
Neither.
like it has to be the dairy. It's not the
Has to be. It
it's
can't be.
not
Must
the
have been what I ate. Yeah.
Cabernet. Yeah, absolutely. Um, so I don't know if I'm gonna go with one question or another. Well, you just brought
Okay.
it up, so I'm gonna bring it up. Dating and relationships.
Yes.
So, what is it like, navigating dating and raising kids and, having a boutique and then also now being on this like, well, road to pro. Now you are a pro. So is it something that you
Yeah.
are actively working on? You put it to the side or what's that like for you?
I put it to the side and then I tried again this year and like, I don't know. I don't have good luck. And then a couple that I go out with, I feel like I'm gonna have to find someone that is really secure
Yeah.
with themselves, like a man. Um, a lot of these men just like I remember one guy saying, I can't do it." Like he's like, "Look at your abs," and it's like all they talk about,
Yeah.
and they get like insecure about what you're eating or if I don't know. It's gonna just have to be. I feel like it might have to be within the culture or at least somebody that appreciates health and fitness.
Yeah.
So I think dating life's gonna like change a little, like
Yeah.
who I'm looking for.
Yeah. Just manifesting that right partner, like somebody who's like
Yeah.
secure in themselves and like has the shared interests and all of that. And then
But
now, well,
I had a really hard time fitting it in because I felt like every time I would accept a date, then I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like I really can't drink. I'm
yeah,
not gonna like go eat like bar food.
yeah,
But I don't know. And then like you're tired at night.
yeah. It's like the
Well,
last thing you want to do.
it's like the last thing you want to do. I don't
Seems like a great
know.
idea, and then you're like, wait, now I have to do my hair, and I just don't
Oh
feel
God, I
like
have
it.
to yeah.
Yeah,
But I
totally.
will I really I know I need to open my eyes and get back out there. I've been single a long time, so
Yeah. Well, now that you're a pro, do you have
yeah.
plans to compete? Are you going to go into an off season? Or do you have other goals for yourself outside of, the industry?
Well, I know I didn't even tell you this, so um I am going to compete. So I was gonna take time off and I was like, okay, I did it. I'm gonna take time off and I'll compete next year as a pro. And then I was like, you know what? We only have like tomorrow. Um, I don't know. What if, God forbid, anything happens or I don't, I get sick or something happens and I don't step on that pro stage. And I think I've built the pro physique.
Mhm.
So, and I feel ready to get on stage. So I am going to be doing the Tampa Pro. I
Awesome.
know. And that's July 31st. So the Masters, I go on Thursday. I'm just gonna do the Masters, not
Yeah.
the
Well,
Opens
that's
on
perfect.
Saturday. And yeah, so I went to that show last year and I remember walking around and being like, if I ever become a pro, I'm gonna do the Tampa Pro.
Yeah.
And like I love Tim Gardner and I love I've done like all his shows.
Yeah.
And he was one of my biggest supporters. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna go do his show.
That's so awesome. I'm so glad that you decided that because I think we like chatted a couple days ago and you were like, well, I've had such a long season. I really need a break. But I think for me, like that was one regret I had last season was after I was done, or we went on a big family vacation and
Yeah, you had that trip.
yeah, so I couldn't like fit in a pro debut. And so for like a whole year, I was like, I really wish I would have done that because then I would have had
You
more
know.
like concrete feedback to kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
work
like
with.
James is like you're there, like
Yeah.
you're ready. Like
Yeah.
so what's 3 more weeks?
Yeah. And it's
And
in
I was like
Florida.
yeah,
Makes
it's like so
sense.
close by and I was so excited to tell my kids and then I realized they leave the day before to go see their grandparents in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
So they won't be able to see me this year, but then it kind of works out because I don't have my kids. So
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That
signed my
makes sense.
contract this morning. It was like
Isn't that so exciting?
it's so weird. I was
Yeah,
like, oh my
it's the coolest thing.
gosh.
I'm like, that's it. Like I click on this box and yeah, it's like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my, I'm so excited for you. That's so awesome. You're gonna do awesome. So
I
is there
hope
like a,
I have to get a routine together. I
oh
like woke
yeah,
up this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. I have to like put a routine together.
yeah. You get to go slow. Just take your time. Go slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm so excited. So I'm curious to know then like what was your feedback from Universe and what are you kind of trying to work to bring to the stage for Tampa?
I didn't get feedback, to
Okay.
be honest. Yeah, I didn't ask for feedback. We did make sure that the head judges had me because in the scoring,
Yeah.
I think it was like 6-9 or whatever. So Tyler had me in first. So I feel like if it was close, then I would have been like, what didn't you like or what?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident.
Yeah.
And after
Awesome.
seeing my pictures too, I was like, oh, okay. I feel like I
Yeah.
look ready,
Yeah.
but I have to learn how to like walk and like the back walk. I'm like, I have to practice that and put a routine together.
Yeah. Well, you've already done the hard part because you're
Yeah.
lean and mean and ready to go, and you have the look. Like, I love the straight hair. I thought it was so
Oh yeah, that's an
stunning.
interesting story. It was
Stunning.
like
Yeah.
I went to check-ins for with James, and the first thing he said was, "I love your hair," and I was like, "Huh?" You know how he talks real fast, and I was like, He's like, I like your hair. I was like, okay. And I was like, well, do you want me to wear it like this for the show? And he's like, yeah. And Victoria was like, really, James? Like, we don't usually let athletes, they don't usually have people wear straight hair. And he's like, no, this is how she should wear it. And I think it was very like streamlined. Like it kind of just
Hmm.
like with my height and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So it's
It
like
looks
every little
beautiful.
piece that was making sure was like perfectly straight. And like, in the back, I didn't want like a back picture with like any kind
It
of
is so
crinkle or
hard. I was saying this to Nicole Johnson
so hard.
because her hair is even blonder than mine. And I was like,
She's one of my
blonde. Oh my
favorites.
God, she's the sweetest.
Yeah.
And she's so like zen and chill backstage. She's just amazing. And I was like, blonde hair is so tough. You like can't touch it. And I've
I
never
know.
really successfully pulled off straight, smooth hair because you can see everything and like
Everything.
blending extensions in. And then like I wore straight hair one time and it was in Dallas and it was humid as hell. And I was like just constantly brushing and smoothing and like so it was stressed me out so much. What's your secret? Like how did you get your hair
Yeah,
to look so
I
perfect?
had to Instacart because I was thinking I was gonna like curl my hair, so I had to like Instacart hair products from
Yeah.
Target to the
Yeah.
hotel. I was like,
It's
what's the most expensive, best products, you know?
yeah, what can
But
I
I
get?
I got some like smoothing thing to blow dry it and some
Yeah.
shine and I don't know, it
Yeah.
came out perfect.
Yeah, it really did. Looked awesome. And then to like have to keep that look for finals too, which is sometimes that's so much later. Like was there a huge gap of time between like prejudging
No,
and,
it was
you know,
long, like not that long. It was like I think we finished at 3:30.
yeah.
Final started at 5.
Oh,
So I
okay.
had enough time to like go back, eat something. Ugh. But you know how you're not even like that
Yeah.
hungry.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then it was time to go back. I think then we were done by 8.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it all came together so beautifully. So I'm really excited to see you hit the stage. What is your like eventual goal for their competition journey and your role in the fitness industry?
Ooh. Well, I don't know, I think not probably not this year. Who knows though? I would love to qualify for the Masters Olympia. I think it's so great that it's Masters is becoming so much more popular now, and we have like an end goal. I think it's kind
Yeah.
of cool that we all have that goal we can reach for to qualify for that.
Yeah. It's
And
so
then
cool.
I am going to get my training license. So I signed up with NASM because I feel like so many women, positive things in my community, women have reached out and they want me to help them,
Yeah.
and train. And so I think that would be something fun to do on the side. And who knows, maybe someday make more of a career of it.
Yeah. Just give back and be able to help others. And, I think that's like the most beautiful thing
Yes.
about this sport. Like, and there's probably people that haven't reached out, but they're just seeing you and what you're doing, especially getting started in your 40s, because, some
Yes.
people are kind of like, oh, it's too late. And then to see you've, started when you did and you're having success, like that's a really inspiring thing for people. It gives them hope to go, okay, well, I could like pick this up later and, and have a shot at really taking it somewhere. So I think that's
Yeah,
cool.
and as you've seen, like these girls in 40, like and I think I was the oldest in the class at 46, but like they look really good. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, you wouldn't know.
No, I always say that because like I feel like Masters is so competitive and I'm backstage close with all of these, girls and these pros and I'm just like I mean, you couldn't tell whose age. Like everybody looks so youthful, and I think just because everyone is, really taking care of their body, and I think too, like what I've noticed is that at the master's level, there's like more conversations about like peptides and skincare and like the self care piece of it, which I think is a really beautiful thing too, and you
Yes.
can see it because. Everyone's skin looks so good, and these women are really dedicated to taking care of themselves, which I think is
Yeah,
really
it makes me
inspiring
sad
too.
when I see the younger ones that I'm just like, oh my gosh. And you can tell they don't look healthy. And yeah, it makes me nervous. So anyone
Yeah,
listening, find a good coach that
yeah.
really has your best interest and longevity, you know.
Yeah, longevity for sure. I think it's so sad when people have a bad experience in their like 20s and then they're just done with it. I feel like this has brought so much to my life and I'll be 45 this summer and I'm just like I feel so great because of this sport.
Right?
I'm just fortunate that I didn't have any, bad experiences when I was younger, but you do see it and it's, that's short-lived. So it's always nice to see people doing this for the right reasons and staying healthy.
Yeah, and I think it's amazing what we can do. What I was saying earlier, like transforming our body at this age. I slept in a waist trainer for like almost, gosh, like 7 months.
Yeah.
I mean, because I had that thicker, like CrossFit waist, and
Yeah.
my obliques were just like, so I had to like learn to not engage those anymore and shrink that waist in, and the traps, I had to really like learn to relax those. I had huge traps.
Yeah.
Um, but I didn't have like, oh, the shoulders took forever, I swear. I was like, these will not grow. Because they're so like my muscles like so long.
Long
I mean,
muscle
it
bellies,
took
yeah.
forever.
Yeah. That's the cool thing
So
about bodybuilding, right, though, because you
yes.
can, reduce the size of some things and grow other things and really just like design the body that you want, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's
I've
so
never
cool.
slept in a waist trainer. Is it really uncomfortable? Like,
Yeah, I think I like just I got used to it after a while,
yeah.
but it did work.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I always
think
rip that thing off as soon as I'm done training. I hate it, but I mean,
you were at
it does
training.
work. Yeah, I just wear it training, which I'm trying not to, just because I've been doing like some really like intense vacuum training, and I've like really built up my core.
Yes,
But
that helped a lot too, the vacuums.
yeah, yeah. But I think for me, like I was just like I'm straight up and down, like my ribs are like here and my hips are here, so like I needed it to like kind of sculpt me. Like I'm not really using it for like to get a flat stomach. It's more just like to
Yeah.
like change my silhouette. But yeah, I don't sleep in it. I just wear it as long as I'm supposed to, and then I take it. So, well, hopefully I'm
Then I
there
rip
now.
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't wear it
So,
anymore. I feel like it's
oh, I
that work
know.
it's done. Yeah.
I know. So yeah, so just kind of wrapping up today's episode, what would be your tip for a busy mom who's on her fitness journey? What would be your tip to juggling it all and going after your dreams?
As a bodybuilder, like a dreams as a bodybuilder, I would
Yeah,
say like start small, like don't overwhelm yourself. And you just have to get the daily. I even have a piece of paper in my kitchen where I check things off. So I have to write it down. But just 1 hour at a time, but I have it all organized. And if the food is there, I make the food in bulk and then I prepare it in the morning. And just organize your day and even if it's start with 30 minutes that you're setting aside for yourself and then increase it as you can. And don't feel bad about doing something for you because your kids and your family, they'll see that. Like it all comes together, I think. I think a
yeah,
lot of moms think, "Oh, I couldn't do that. I don't have the time," or but we give so much at being moms, and I think it's important to do something for you, especially after you've done that for so long.
yeah,
And you're not just like a mom.
yeah,
Like I think as a mom, sometimes we identify ourselves that's who we are. We're so and so's mom, or we're just a mom, or we're someone's wife. So I think it's great at the end of the day to just be like, I did that today. Most people didn't accomplish all that, but I checked all those boxes and do it again tomorrow.
yeah. Make yourself
Yeah.
proud, 100%. I love that.
Yeah.
I thought of one more question I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Did you get a dog? Because we talked about this
Oh
on,
God.
I was
It
texting you
was like
between
it was like
prejudging
the
and
joke
finals.
backstage. Like even people that didn't know me knew about this.
So tell
So
the
like
story.
the story last year, because last year I feel like I put stretching that last 8 weeks, my kid's summer, and I kept saying if I get my pro card, I'll get you guys a dog. Like and it just became this thing because they want a dog so bad. So they didn't forget. So like when I was split center, they saw the picture and they kept sending me pictures of dogs and I was like, "Oh my gosh." They remembered and I was like, "Oh my gosh." So I haven't gotten a dog yet, but I feel like I have to keep my
I
promise.
think you do. Yeah.
I think I do. And we
Did
were
they come
thinking
up
we'll
with
name
any?
it. Well, they always said pro, which would be cute, but I liked what you said, like universe or something to do with like, because it was the 4th of July, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
It
love
would be
it.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot of work, but also like,
I
a
know. Oh my
cool
gosh.
little piece of the puzzle, like, of that journey.
Reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time the dog poops, I got my pro
Every
card.
time it has to go for a walk.
Yeah, yeah, get those steps in. Well, my kids want a dog too, and I'm like, if you guys agree to take care of it, I know how to work out. I'll be the one taking care of it, but it's not a no. It's just a not right now at this house. So
That's like kind of like not this minute, but we will get one, just not this
you should call it
minute.
Olympia. That
Don't a
would be
lot of
cute.
people do that?
Do they? Oh,
I
maybe they
don't
do.
feel like
Yeah,
they do.
maybe something. I don't know. It'll come
You
to
should
you.
call it Olympia.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, or you could be like, "Oh, kids, I'll fulfill that promise when I qualify for the Masters Olympia." I'm
Oh
like, "Oh,
yeah,
mom."
that's it.
Well, Julie, it's been so awesome chatting with you today. I'm
Me
so
too.
happy for you. Congratulations on your big win and your pro card. And I'm so excited to see you take the stage in Tampa. Can you tell everybody where they can find you and follow your journey?
Okay, I am at Julie underscore Taylor underscore fit. Taylor's my maiden name, so that was a big ordeal too. But now that everything's under Deluca, I'm like I kind of hyphenated it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, can watch
Yeah.
in there. I'm not like a big. I'm learning all this. I think it's my age, but I'm the whole Instagram thing is like newish to me.
Yeah.
So
I think you do a
I'll
good
figure
job.
it out. I'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.